First down, well done. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Gone!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Catches like that from Mike Evans, just another reason he was the 7th pick in 2014.
It's almost not fair because you can see the frame. What is he, about 6'5" or so, somewhere in that neighborhood? So his catch radius is absolutely tremendous. That makes it very difficult to cover him, even if you surround him with people. But also, he can run. I mean, his speed is absolutely surprising to a lot of people.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A carry for Foreman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run with Foreman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Here's Coleman on the toss. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
Back to throw here. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Hut!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll set up to throw. Escapes the sack. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They'll set up a throw. Going deep for Benjamin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of 32 that time. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
He'll get it up the middle. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have broken the tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big...
And this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
And
he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They begin the drive with Coleman. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. After the penalty, it's Davis. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Anytime
you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6.
Detroit!
This is
Detroit!
3rd down and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And now out come the Bills. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. First down, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mayfield to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Evans has it left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield now from the 50. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
A first down carry for Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Davis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Bills will take another timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 12 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
3rd and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now a first throw here in overtime. It's caught. Jones. That goes for a gain of 31. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified, and that one could turn out to be huge.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns getting set to go. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Here's Mayfield. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Mayfield now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now Mayfield on fourth down. And this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game. And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post. But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Buffalo, a final win here means they'll finish off